Alright, and welcome to the Great Ace Attorney, or also known as Daigyakuten Saiban, The Adventures of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Thank you so much to the Scarlet Study for actually translating this. It's been on my radar for several years, because I have the games. I have them, but I just haven't played it yet. Alright, let's start off.
"歴史的な開国から数十年、文明開化の大号令のもと、極東の島国にまさに今西洋文化の大波が押し寄せていた。活気に満ち溢れる帝都の民は変化、革新の熱気にむせ返り、その変化に戸惑う者も飲み込んで、時代は大きなうねりの中にあった。そして今、そんな時代を舞台に一つの物語が幕を開く。
Even now I find it hard to believe. While everything seems so calm in this lobby, just one step beyond lies the grand bench where my fate will be decided. And what do you want? Nothing. Glaring at me won't do you any good, you damned murderer. Sorry. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at Imperial Yume University in the Empire of Japan. 3 days ago, I was caught up in a terrible incident. And now, I await my judgment. I don't know, that doesn't sound very nice. Halt! Bailiff, I'd say it's about time you stem the flow of garbage coming from your mouth. Excuse me? Who do you think you are? I'm the defense attorney for the defendant before you. Defense attorney, you say? Until today's trial has ended, until the final verdict has been passed, you have no right to call this man a criminal. Ugh, a criminal? Yeah. Watch your words, bailiff. Ugh, arrogant little know-it-all, you and your stupid logic. I'm sorry? What else? What? What do you mean, you mean your stupid logic? Like, what else are you gonna use? At least I'm capable of making logical arguments, unlike you. Don't you agree? Ugh, wow. Me in my mouth, I swear. Don't you agree, Ryunosuke Naruhodo? With my headband flowing in the wind like that. Where is the air coming from? Do you just carry a fan with you? Huh? Whoa, sorry about all that. Why are you apologizing to me? Never mind. I'm really sorry, Asugi, for giving you so much trouble. And in the end, you still apologize. You never change. Guess not. Lately, your name has been in every paper in the capital. Imperial Yume University professor killed. The culprit, a student of the same university. And yet, You didn't do it, did you? Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't kill him. I'm not a murderer. Then stop hanging your head. Chin up, back straight. Asugi. I believe in you, Ryonosuke Naruhodo. This is my best friend, Kazuma Asugi. He's a second-year student like me. But to be frank, he and I are worlds apart. He's the pride and joy of our university. Even though he's still a student, he's already qualified to be a defense attorney. You're too kind. Defense attorneys are still an emerging profession here in Japan. We're all but a meager existence in the judicial system, at least for now. I know I already said this 3 days ago, but Asugi, as your friend, I couldn't be more proud of you. Oh, they're so cute. 3 days ago. That's right. That was when it happened. Oh boy. Congratulations, Asugi. You've finally been approved to study abroad. Yes, I've finally done it. It feels like a dream come true. It seems like the government has recognized my achievements as both a student and a lawyer. You'll be studying the great legal system in the world as a representative of Japan. As your friend, I couldn't be more proud of you. There isn't a soul at Yume University who doesn't know Asugi's name. Wherever he goes, a mysterious warm breeze follows, so the rumors say. So that explains it. He has a mysterious warm breeze and that's what flows his headband. Oh my god, that is so funny. For the sake of reforming the country's legal system, I want to observe a true legal system across the sea with my own 2 eyes. The British Empire. Man, I wish I could see it. Then why don't you come with me? It would bring me great pleasure to rampage through the Queen's domain with you. You make it sound so easy. Oh, look at the time. I have to get going. I'll stay a bit longer. We did come all this way after all. You're right. We rarely get a chance to visit the high-class establishment like this. Well then, take care. See you in tomorrow's English lecture, partner. Oh, that's so cute. Go to Britain with him. Do it. Have adventures. Shortly afterwards, it began. Mr. Asugi, a moment, please. Why, Professor, I didn't expect to see you. Well, I can't say that this incident doesn't concern me. More importantly, you ought to go and see the judge in his chambers. The judge? He's been looking for you for quite some time. You took on the role of a defense attorney without much warning, lest you forget. As a result, today's proceedings seem to be in much of a bit of a disarray. Who is this gentleman? I feel like I've seen him around the university before. Understood. I'll be there at once. Allow me to accompany you. Well then, Naruhodo, I'll see you in the courtroom. Right. I'm counting on you, Asugi. Wow, this is awkward. Excuse me. Yes? Are you Ryonosuke Naruhodo, the defendant in today's trial? Yes, that's me! I am Yujin Mikotoba, a professor of the forensic pathology at Yume University. Professor Mikotoba? I've heard that name from Asugi. He's the one who tirelessly lobbied the government to let Asugi study abroad. Asugi has informed me that you are his best friend. If that's true, then there's something you must know. What is it? As you are aware, Asugi is set to study abroad in the British Empire. However, in the event that he loses today's trial, his trip will be suspended, and he'll never and he'll never receive such an opportunity again. What? You really didn't know? Then. I suspected that Asuki would wish to hide the truth from you. So Asuki defending me despite the risk? Wait, why would they do that to him? Our government chooses who gets to study abroad from a wide pool of candidates. Let's just say that to receive such a privilege is no laughing matter. But still, I swear I didn't do it. I'm not a murderer. Oh, but of course, however, I must warn you, it will be quite difficult to prove your innocence. You see, today's trial is special, to say the least. What do you mean by that? What do you mean, special? I don't like the sound of that. Huh? What do you mean by that? You'll find out once the trial begins, whether you like it or not. Then, what on earth should I do? Keep this in mind. I'm not asking you to stand there and accept a guilty verdict. Huh? As soon as the trial begins, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. To this question, you must reply, "I am," before anyone else has a chance to speak. I am? Hold on. What kind of a question is that going to be? Oh, no way. Is it going to be something like, who is the killer? No, of course not. Defendant! The trial is about to start. Make your way to the courtroom at once. Oh my, it's time. It appears our secret talk must end here. In any case, I shall leave you with these words. Kazuma Asugi must not stand as the defense attorney in today's trial. Of course, the one who ultimately decides that will be you, the defendant. What are you waiting for? You want to be held in contempt of court and declared guilty? That cocky little attorney won't be much help anyway, so move it. If we lose today's trial, not only will I be found guilty of murder, Asuki will lose his chance to study abroad too. And so, blissfully unaware of what lay ahead, I headed off to the trial. That fateful trial, one I'd never forget. So this is a courtroom. Not just any courtroom, it's the Supreme Court, the highest legal authority in the Empire. Something feels off about the gallery. Why are there so many people in uniform? Today's trial is being conducted in absolute secrecy by order of the government. Absolute secrecy? That's what I said. The general public has no idea that this trial is taking place. The only ones allowed to be in attendance are military and government officials. Huh? But why? You'll find out soon enough. More importantly, time to focus, Naruhodo. It's about to begin. Court is now in session for the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Oh dear God, what was that? Oh no. Is it supposed to sound like that? Okay. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. As is the defense. Before we proceed, there is one thing I would like to confirm. Last night, I received an urgent request for a change of attorney from the defense. Yes, Your Honor. It was I who submitted that request. Custom dictates that an attorney ought to be appointed 2 days before the trial. Therefore, I must ask for confirmation. Who is to stand as a defense for the accused in today's trial? Here it is! The opening question! In other words, who will be defending me in this trial? But if I answer I am, that would mean... There's no time to think. I should... Your Honor, there is no need to confirm. Needless to say, the one who will be defending the accused is... What was that out-of-place yell? He's kind of right, that was kind of out of place. The one who will be defending the accused is... me, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What? What do you think you're doing, Naruhodo? Professor Mikotoba told me everything. Come again? If I'm declared guilty, your study abroad will be suspended. I'm disappointed. You're saying that you don't trust me at all. You think that if I was your attorney, we would lose this trial? No, absolutely not. But if there was even a chance that you'd, because of me... I knew it. I knew you'd pull something like this. That's why I kept my mouth shut. Damn it, Professor Mikotoba. That was completely unnecessary. Very well. The court acknowledges that the accused will defend himself in today's proceedings. Oh, I see. By renouncing his attorney, the accused is admitting to his own crime. Do not misunderstand. The one who is most sure of his innocence is simply the defendant himself. That's all. Isn't that right, defendant? Yeah, that's right. But if I'm being honest, this defendant is drawing a total blank on what to do next. First of all, do something about those shifty eyes of yours. How dare a mere student bother the great Supreme Court with such a trite case? Trite. Like Mr. Trite? Oh my god. Trite Ace Attorney. Surely I am not the only one who's outraged by this arrangement. As you gentlemen know, this is the Grand Bench of the Supreme Court. As such, we demand a trial befitting this courtroom, the pinnacle of our legal system. Defendant? Yes? I shall now gauge whether or not you are qualified to stand in this court. Oh. Okay. What's he gonna do? In other words, the judge doubts that you have the ability to properly defend yourself. The joke's on him, because the person with the most doubts is none other than myself. That's terrible. Oh my god. I feel so bad for him. Now, I shall pose some simple questions to the defense regarding this case. Yes, Your Honor! First, what is the name of the victim in this murder? Answer promptly and clearly. Okay. I should know this one. I've heard it countless times since the incident. It's... Huh? Oh no, I'm so nervous I can't remember. What was his name again? Naruhodo. You're drawing a total blank on this one, right? Ugh. You're my best friend, alright. Don't worry. Everything about the incident has been logged into the court record. The court record? Go ahead and tap the court record button in the top right corner of the bottom screen. In there, you'll find everything you need, even things you may have forgotten. Great. Let's try tapping the court record button. Here's all the evidence. You can also view the profiles of people involved in this case. Once you've confirmed the victim's details, press back to return to the task at hand. All relevant pieces of information can be found in the court record. Remember that. Now, we shouldn't keep His Honor waiting. Present your answer to him. Choose the profile of the victim and present it to the court. The victim is Dr. John H. Watson. Of course you would remember the name of a professor at your own university. Dr. Watson was a medical doctor from the British Empire. 3 years ago, he was invited to teach at Imperial Yume University. And that is why we have such a tremendous debacle at our hands. The British Empire, a country with which the Empire of Japan wishes to maintain strong diplomatic relations. Recently, after lengthy negotiations, our two empires signed a new treaty, the Japanese-Anglo Treaty of Commerce and Navigation. Everyone knows about it. Ha! You knew that, and yet you still took on the life of a Briton? And yet you still took the life of a Briton. What's more, you're students at Imperial Yume University yourselves. You murdered a professor of an institution of learning. Have you no shame? Ugh, but I didn't do it. Due to the grave nature of this incident, we have drawn the attention of the British Empire. They have requested that the Supreme Court pass swift judgment in today's trial. In other words, our spineless government is bending over backwards to appease the Brits. You're just being used as a convenient scapegoat for that end. Is that what makes this trial so special? Exactly. Our country must find someone to punish as soon as possible. All because the victim is a Brit. A British man. Dr. John H. Watson. This has nothing to do with our countries or that treaty. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Oh, would you look at the time? I have to get going soon. I'll stay a bit longer. We came all this way after all. You're right. We rarely get the chance to visit a high-class establishment like this. Well then, take care. I'll see you in tomorrow's English lecture, partner. Off to the British Empire, huh? What a guy. Oh? I've seen that man on campus before, I think. He's that doctor from Britain. I never got his name, though. Maybe I should go introduce myself. How about we don't do that? That's like the weirdest. Actually, I've done that before, and it's nice. Like, you get to meet new people, but also it's kind of awkward. Like, if you're in the middle of dinner or like lunch or whatever you're at right now, like maybe I'd wait to. I don't know what would be less awkward if you were to say something there, or if you say something on campus like, hey, I saw you outside of school. Like, I guess. I don't know. I went to Dr. Watson's table to introduce myself. Now, let us move on to the next question. Yes, Your Honor. How was Dr. John H. Watson robbed of his life? Present the cause of death to the Supreme Court. I swear to God, if this is like Ace Attorney 4, where like someone gets beat over the head with a bottle of grape juice, I'm gonna lose it. Dr. Watson's cause of death? Of course, that would be Naruhodo. This is a court of law. Here, we let the evidence speak for itself. The evidence? Quickly, present the piece of evidence showing the doctor's cause of death. died after 2 p.m. was shot in the chest. Oh, we're shooting people in the chest in this one. I don't know why, like, I thought it was like a restaurant, so like someone was gonna get hit over the head with like a bottle of grape juice or something, but no, we're shooting people in the chest. Damn, it's ruthless. What's that? What's that meme that was like the oldest Smith and Wesson gun, and it's like you're trying to shoot somebody and they're like ye olde gun or whatever. I don't know. If I find it, I'm gonna put it in here. But it's, oh my god, that's so funny. I don't know why it's funny, but it is. According to this thing, it was blood loss from a gunshot wound, Your Honor. At least call it by its proper name. That thing is a post-mortem report. Yes, the post-mortem. In the West, for example, in the British Empire, corpses undergo what's called an autopsy. But in our country, police surgeons conduct a post-mortem examination instead. Right. Now I get it. I don't get it at all. Allow me to present a photograph of the crime scene. As you can see, there are gunpowder burns around the bullet hole, meaning the victim was shot at point-blank range. There's no other conclusion. God damn! He really said, grab my grip, Skidley. Gonna shoot you in the chest, point blank. Damn! And because he was like super I don't know if that happened at the same time. Like, probably not, because he doesn't know who the actual guy is, so okay, I guess. Very well. The court accepts this modern investigation tool as evidence. Photograph of victim has been filed in the court record. Wow. So this is a photograph. It's my first time seeing one. I keep forgetting how old this is. Like, I would have assumed it would have been like a little bit, you know, not old-timey, like pre-photo, you know. Well, I guess not many people had photos back then, even when it was like more available. I don't know. I need to slap some history lessons on and get to do some learning because I've been out of school for so long. It captures far more detail than what you'd expect from an illustration. Very well. You have proven yourself to the court. The questioning ends here. So, one of the things that I'm wondering, because he just said it's like a new piece of technology to the court. Were they drawing scenes of like crime scenes before like they got photographs? Like, what were they doing? Like, that's all I can think about, because I know like in trial, depending if it's like a high profile case, then you might get like some cool drawings of like the defendant, the attorneys, and whatnot. So I'm wondering if they did that, but for crime scenes. Somebody let me know in the comments if you know, because I honestly don't know. Understood, Your Honor. First, I would like to give an overview of the incident. I hereby summon a witness who was present at the scene of the crime. Well, I'm gonna have to say this is where the first episode ends, and we'll find out who exactly that witness is when I see you next time. Bye-bye!